What's up? So my mom is a little bit protective, and if you've ever married her, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, great mom and everything. Just a few things she does a little bit overboard. Like I kind of talked about in the last one, how my parents are still a little bit weird about movies and stuff. But when I was in middle school, it was just way, way worse. Um, every time I want to go see a movie, my mom would go look on this Christian critiquing website, which was just the worst thing ever because they way over exaggerate anything they can about a movie. And it was to the point that even God himself, if he was going to see a movie, would just completely avoid this website to look at for a movie review. So anyway, if I was going to see a movie, I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, I'm going to see this movie with my friends." Be like, "Oh, really? Well, what movie is it?" And I'd tell her, and she'd be like, "Okay, well, let's just see what God has to say about this." I'm like, "Mom, you understand it's not God that actually types these reviews, it's people." And she's like, "Oh, no, it's God." As if he has time to sit down and watch a movie and write a review and be like, "Oh, terrible. It sucked. Just terrible." And, by the time she was done, I didn't even want to see the movie anymore. It was ruined. So another thing about my mom is she's a bit of a health freak. Like just recently, I was just filling up a glass of water to have with dinner, and she comes walking over and says, "Ethan, what do you think you're doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm just filling up a glass of water to have with dinner." She said, no, you're not. If you drink that, you won't be able to digest your food properly. You know that." I said, "I don't think anyone knows that. I think you just made that up." I said, "So what happens if I choke?" And by this time, she's just pissed. She snatches the glass out and said, "You know what? Let me just fill this up the rest of the way for you since you just want to go ahead and die. You were just killing yourself is all you do. You're just killing yourself. You know what? Let me call the morgue, have them reserve a spot for you for the next month because you'll probably be dead. But here's your water, baby. You enjoy it." So another thing that my mom kind of does, she overreacts about a few things. So one night a couple months ago, I randomly get sick because something I ate. I was throwing up and stuff, felt pretty terrible. And I usually never get sick. But even when I do get sick, I will wait until I am on my deathbed to go tell my mom because I know she's gonna freak out. And so I can't help it any longer. And I go upstairs just trying to be as subtle as I possibly can and just trying to be calm. So I open my mom's door and I'm like, "Mom." She's like, "What?" It's like, "So there's a slight chance, nothing to freak out over, not a big deal, but I might be sick." And I knew that was a mistake as soon as I said sick. She just flipped open the covers, ran in the kitchen, got the thermometer out, and it was in my mouth within 10 seconds, no joke. And it kind of freaked me out at first because all of a sudden my mom has just disappeared out of her bed. There I was thinking the rapture might have just taken place. Next thing I know, a thermometer's in my mouth.